Hello everybody. So the question of the day is, how many things did I get sewn up between Friday of last week and Friday of this week? And so it really depends on what you consider to be an item, pretty much. So the first is I could have sewn up 5 different types of things. The second option is that I sewed up 7 different things for different people. So it's more geared towards who does the item go to. And then the last one is 7 plus, because if you're talking about each individual item that I sewed, I made up quite a few things. They just weren't all necessarily like hard or big. So that is what we will explore today, and you can let me know in the comments at the end of the video, do you think I sewed up a bunch of stuff, or do you think it really only, to be fair, should be maybe 5 or 7 5 or 7 things. So I'm Laura, and welcome to Sewing Up Style. If you haven't been here before, welcome, thank you for coming, and if you have been here and you're back, thank you so much. This week's video I'm going to separate into each day. I have some back footage from when I was actually sewing things up, and then I've got some like today's footage that I'm shooting today, and so this way you can kind of know each day what it was that I did. Probably first we'll start with Sunday and Monday, and so I will just stick that footage in right now. So last night, Sunday night, I finished sewing up the skirt that I had actually cut out a long time ago for, you might recognize the fabric. So that is done, and that constitutes one garment for my, how many things can I sew? Tonight I am using this fabric, the Spider-Man and the Stormtrooper fabric that I had bought for the boys to make oversized hoodies, and they did not want the fabric, and I don't think anybody wants the fabric, so they are going to become dog and cat blankets. So we're working on that tonight, and if I have a chance, I'm going to sew up a t-shirt. We'll see what happens. I'll check back in a little bit. Okay, so let me show you what the skirt turned out to look like. It's a very simple skirt. I'll give you a little very short pattern review. The pattern that I used was New Look 6458. This was actually the skirt that I had coordinating fabric to call it my Sangwa shirt that was a couple of weeks ago with the zipper on the side. I did try the skirt on with the matching shirt, and it looked like somebody's curtains attacked me. So the 2 pieces separately I think look really nice. Obviously, I will not be wearing them together because it was strange. So, but I really like the skirt and I really like the shirt. So no losses there. It's just they can't be worn together. I don't think they should be worn together. 6458, very easy. It's just the front, the back, and then the casing for the elastic. By the way, I made a size 18. I will show you the blankets that I made. Back when I'm back at home, there were so many other little things that I am just going to shoot what I can outside because it's just nicer outside. And then I'll be going back, you'll see in a second that I will be down in my sewing room and I will do the rest of the video there. After Sunday's sewing and then Monday's sewing, we're on to Tuesday's sewing. I sewed up the t-shirt that I had cut out on Sunday for my husband, and I also made some makeup pads. So I'm going to cut to that footage right now. I have no idea what happened. I am stopping on this t-shirt though because of this neck. Look at this neck. This is not the way this was supposed to be. I can only think that it is because of the fabric. It's a very soft, very drapey French terry, and I think it just does not hold its shape. What happened was I put the neckband on as you're supposed to. It was huge and it was flopping over. So I trimmed the inside and I just folded it in to try to just make a narrow waist neckband out of it. And this is what happened. It's horrible. So I am done. I am going to try it on my husband just for length because I also lengthened the t-shirt. It's all the way down here. But yeah, I need to obviously not use this, so I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, that was a fail, and so I'm not wasting any more time on it. Okay, project number 2 is some like cotton rounds, only out of fabric. I made a little template. I'm just going to sew these together, turn them inside out, then sew down the edges, and that will be that. Okay, so let me show you the blankets first. This is Xana's blanket for her crate. I did not want to put any padding or anything inside because she sometimes vomits. She sometimes vomits, and then we need to be able to wash it. And so if there was batting or anything like that in there, that wouldn't, that wouldn't work for us. So I just sewed the pieces. I measured it so that it was 19 by 25, and then I measured that 3 times. So the full length of the blanket is about 60 inches long and about 25 inches wide. And then I just measured and sewed up where it needs to fold so that I can have an easy reference. So I will just fold it on this seam line and on this seam line. And so it'll be a nice little pad for her in her bed. It'll be just the right size, and it'll be a decent thickness, but we can wash it in the washer without any problems. So that is Xana's bed. And then I took the rest of the fabric and just kind of made little tiny blankets for Nyx. There's one of them, there's 2 of them. It's kind of about the same size to go in the beds that she lays on. And then I made up out of the Star Wars fabric. I get cold. I work down in the basement. Everything I do is down in the basement. I sew in the basement. Well, it's not the basement, it's the garden level technically, but my office is right on the other side. So when I'm working from home, it's very cold because there is a fireplace that was kind of closed up, and it's electric now, but we didn't do that. Somebody else did that, and the cold winter air comes down into the fireplace and into the room, and it gets quite chilly. And my legs get cold. I mean, I can put on lots of clothes on the top, but when I'm sitting under the desk, the cold seeps in from the wall, and the air is cold. So I made myself a little lap blanket. So I just measured from the floor up and over my lap, and then from my waist kind of down to my feet to get a general idea about the size I needed. And then I just took 2 layers and folded them. The regular blankets that I've been using, they drag on the floor, and this should just kind of reach the floor and hopefully keep the drafts out, but not pick up all the dog hair or get caught under the chair or all that kind of stuff that is very frustrating. And then I had just a little bit of that fabric left, so I made another blanket for Nyx to lay on somewhere around this house, because she has several spots that she likes to lay at. So then the other project was these little makeup rounds that you saw in the video, and they just turned out really cute. And they're very, stretchy, and I can just put them in a container, and they remind me of ice cream, Neapolitan ice cream. They're like the same colors. So I kind of want ice cream now. So on Wednesday, I did not sew at all. I ended up going to take Blake to his lesson in a neighboring town for his saxophone lesson, and then we took senior pictures for him. I took senior pictures for him, and so we left at 4 and we did not get home till 10. So there was no sewing that happened on Wednesday. So Thursday, I cut out this hat, this version, View D of McCalls 7766. I had my bad haircut, which it's okay. It's the curl pattern. Once it gets past this curl pattern, I'll be good. But it's not there yet. And so I was thinking it would be nice to have a hat that I could just wear if I need to run to the store and I don't want to, you know, have to go get all fixed up. Or like when I do my live stream, if I don't feel very confident with the way my hair is looking, or even the videos. So I thought I would try making a hat. And this was a very easy hat. Let me show you. Let me show you the hat. Isn't that cute? But this is not the front. My husband thought maybe it was supposed to go on the back, like that, which it could, because that would protect your neck from the sun. So that could be a cute way to wear it. I was liking it like this. I thought this was kind of cute, where you just turn it up. The center front and the center back, sorry, just a sec. The center front and the center back are here. Like this is the center part. There's just a few pieces. This is one piece that you sew together. This is piece 14. Then these are piece 15 are the sides. Then you have piece 16, which I think it's 16, but you have the brim and you do 2 of them. And then you have a lining and this little gross grain ribbon to kind of hold it all together. You're supposed to have buckram in between the layers here to hold the brim steady, but I did not have any and I did not necessarily want it anyway. So I just put it on like that. But you also, I'm sure you noticed, I just put it on with interfacing. There's some interfacing in here, but it's much floppier than it would have been if it had the buckram. Okay, anyway, as you noticed, I'm sure there's a bow. I was not going to put the bow on. And then there's a band that is supposed to go around this part. And I have the lining fabric was going to be the band, but I am not sure I want to put it on. So I'm going to show you guys and you tell me what you think. Well, that would be way high, but do you see the, hold on, let me fold it again. I'm sure it's not that thick. Do you think it would look nice? I think it kind of ruins it. I mean, it makes it more, like you'd need to wear it specifically with something maybe kind of teal-y maybe? I don't know. I don't really like it with the band. What do you guys think? Do you think I should? I'm gonna put it on. Tilt it back. I kind of feel cute with my hat. So I was thinking I could get a pin, but there's not much space in there. I made a size medium. My head is about 21 inches, I think. I think it was 21 inches. Yes, my head was 21 inches. A small is 21 and a quarter, no, 21 and a half around. And then the medium was 22 and a quarter. And so I erred on the side of caution, and I'm glad I did because it's just perfect. It's better than some of the clothes I make. So, super easy. It was fun. It was fun to make. And I probably am going to make some more. I did this I cut it out on Thursday and then I finished it last night really, really late because I still am procrastinating. I'm going to stop procrastinating now. It is time to stop procrastinating. It's time to just do what I need to do. The one project I didn't get to do was some pot holders. My mom had this pattern and they're really cute, and you can see there's a slit and then your hand goes in either side. And I wanted to make these. I've wanted to make these for a really long time, and I did not get them done, so I will have to do them in the future. So what do you think? How many objects or how many sewing projects do you think that I got done? Do you think it's the 5 to like 5 individual things, or do you think it's like 7 because I made things for 7 different people, or do you think it's more than that because as far as each individual item, you know, I've got all of these. I don't know how many I made. But anyway, so that's my first question. The second question I have for you is, do you think I should put the band on this hat? And then the third question, you can see, isn't that funny how it's on the side? Maybe you're supposed to turn it up? No, that looks stupid. Okay, anyway. There. All right, anyway, what was I going to ask you? Out of all of these things, is there anything that you're like, oh yeah, I could do that, or I'd like to do that, or maybe I should do that? If you would let me know down in the comments your thoughts on all of this stuff, I would appreciate it, because I am curious what you think about everything. All right, so the only thing left to say now is that I had a really good time doing this video. I enjoyed a lot just sewing the things that have been on my mind and that I just haven't had time to do. So I definitely will be doing something like this again, probably in December, where I can pick up making the pot holder that I wanted to make or try out, maybe do another hat in wool, and just kind of easy, simple t-shirts, things like that that don't take a long time, but if you're focused on doing other projects like I have been, you just don't have the opportunity to sew. I mean, some people might, but I don't. Coming up in November, it's already all planned out. I can't believe it because it's just starting, but I have lots of things going on, apparently. This is my second year. This will conclude my second year on YouTube, and so I think I might do a video just kind of about the last year in review and kind of where I see the channel going from here. And then there will probably be a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I've got a collaboration coming up towards the end of November that I'm very excited to do and work on. And then I've got a fancy hoodie video that's going to be coming out that will be from, the inspiration is from Bangchan from Stray Kids. So if you are interested to see how I take fashion and translate it into my own idea of style, yeah, come back, subscribe, and I will be very excited to show you my end result, because I think it's going to be really cool. It will not be an exact replica, it's just kind of inspired by designs. Yeah. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed, who's been watching, who watched today. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.